Hi guys, Adam here. I'm with United Rantcast Paul, and we are outside the Hawthorns, feeling very happy, even though it's a little bit chilly around the old Willie. We're very happy. Paul, tell them why.
It was just good, wasn't it? It was just good. It was a 2-0 away, a comfortable 2-0 away.
Proper Jose away win, weren't it?
I mean, maybe. It depends what you mean by that. He's just, in the press conference, he's just said that, you know, at some clubs, or it doesn't matter, you just have to win. At some clubs, you have to win in a particular style. So I'm not sure we can say it's what we'd necessarily associate with Jose. Maybe it's what we'd associate with the United Jose. There was a lot of talk when he took over about the style of play and whether he'd adapt. And maybe it's not true, maybe it's just PR, but he doesn't have to talk about it a lot. The style,
he has taken a dig at other people's style of football, hasn't he, recently, saying that, look, it's easier to do that than what I'm trying to do when he spoke about Conte and stuff. Yeah,
but I think anytime he mentions Chelsea, you just have to be just write it off as him being a jealous ex, because he can't handle it, can he? He's not enjoying that. But it was nice. He talked about Christmas, which, you know,
no Christmas like no presents like Louis Van Gaal did?
No, but apparently it was him that told the players to go over and throw their shirts into the crowd because it's Christmas. Okay. So he said, like, you know, they're either going to end up with the kit man or swapping shirts, and these fans have come a long way, and it's Christmas, and they should get the shirts. So.
As for Christmas, could be a good Christmas for United fans now. 3 wins on the bounce, 10 games unbeaten, 2 home games coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I keep expecting something to go wrong. I wonder whether this is just the result of the last 3 years, because I'm naturally an optimistic person. So
I think maybe that has been the problem with the players, that they, like us, are just mentally like, we're going to mess up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in my professional life, I work with people on that level a lot, and it's incredibly evident that a big part of the problem is the burden of failure that they're all carrying on their shoulders, and that's why Zlatan, Pogba are so important, because they completely change that dynamic. Because Zlatan Ibrahimovic isn't carrying any fear of failure. You know, he's just like, well, if I don't win the league here, you just have to look at all these other league titles I've won. You know, yeah. So, but he clearly does care as well. But yeah, so I think that's been a massive problem for quite a long time.
There's 2 guys I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Jones and Rojo. It's linked to what you've been talking about recently.
Yeah.
Jones and Rojo.
Yeah.
Phil Jones.
Yeah.
Maybe Fergie was right about Duncan Edwards there.
I mean, the thing is, obviously, like, it was here, wasn't it? It was after the 5-5 where he said he could be our greatest ever signing. And that was obviously, he was giddy and D-Mob happy at that point. But I don't think there's ever been any doubt that Phil Jones is potentially a really good defender. I mean, that's why Fergie raved about him all the time. We've seen him put in decent shifts for United. It's just that the injuries have massively hampered him. And, you know, Van Gaal's extremely cerebral coaching approach, I don't want to cast aspersions about Phil Jones, but it feels like that's not necessarily a natural fit. And someone putting their arm around his shoulder and going, go out there and do what you can do, son. You know, yeah, exactly. Like, he'll love that. And Rocco, I don't know. He's playing well. There's no doubt about that. But the disaster waiting to happen factor hasn't gone anywhere. I
feel that with I even feel that with Bailey sometimes, like, oh God, he's going to do something silly in a minute.
Yeah, but I think it's a bit different with Bailly because he's so young that it's a bit different. He's still learning his trade. Rocco's theoretically at his peak, and it's more like that's just Marcus Rojo, isn't it? I don't want to have a go at any of the players because everyone was excellent. I thought it was really nice. I know this is like such an obvious Route 1 away fan praise simple thing, but the response Fellaini got from the away fans, I thought it was absolutely lovely. And I'm not a fan. I don't think he should be in the team. He's had 100. That's his 102nd or 103rd appearance. He's had 10 good games maybe, but still, the fact that he was booed when he came on the pitch at Old Trafford, you can see what the away support, that hardcore group, thought of that, can't you, by the way he was received today?
I mean, there was, I know it came across on television, the boos, but when I was there, when that happened, like, the people around me didn't boo. It wasn't everyone, like, it was a handful, and it was nice to see a whole section today.
And you know, it was a handful, and then they were shouted down by people cheering and clapping, you know. And like his response today, that's the best response he's ever got when he hasn't just scored a goal. And you know, that's because a few people, but well, not a few. We can't just like go, oh, it was a couple of isolated. It was a massive
couple of hundred.
That's
Was it that big? Like where I was. Obviously, the sound doesn't travel great in the Stretford end.
So I was in the press box, which is in the Bobby Charlton stand right in the middle, a little bit over to the away fans, and my head kind of snapped round when he ran over towards the Stretford end and that section of the Stretford end. It was a big noise. A couple of hundred people, I don't think, make that much noise at Old Trafford. But anyway, let's not talk about that. It's Christmas, and we've just won 2-0.
Merry Christmas, Marwan.
Yeah, exactly. And Merry Christmas, Jose Claus. You know. No, it was just lovely to get a routine 2-0, like a routine 2-0 away. Do you know how beautiful a routine 2-0 away
I'm
win?
scared about places like Liberty Stadium, the Hawthorns, and we've won there this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming on the back of that Palace, that goal late at Palace. You know,
How crucial could that be?
I mean, this is a stupid thing to say, right? I'm going to just look stupid, right? Hello, future. This is me looking stupid in the past. But I thought that Zorya Luhansk game could be a fairly substantial turning point because that was our first win away.
You said that in your pod as well. I do listen.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I did. And I wrote about it too. And I'm just saying it everywhere I can to look maximum stupid when we lose like 2 games to North East clubs at Old Trafford in the next few weeks. But no, I think away on a rock-hard pitch, in really difficult circumstances with that massive Spurs game just around the corner, to win that did something, and then immediately follow up with that win at Spurs, which was a ground out 1-0, and then a kind of delightful late winner, like Ibrahimovic, next level quality late winner, and then this on the back. I mean, if we can't take momentum into the next 2 games and we win those, we're starting to talk about a very different season.
Man of the match?
I mean, I think it might have been, hold on, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yeah.
No one said otherwise
I mean,
today.
how could
Apart
you?
from Zlatan, who impressed you?
Pogba
had a big job on his hands with Fletcher today. Him and Fletcher were just never left each other's side.
Yeah, and Jakob did a really good job on Pogba as well. I might just give it to Jesse Lingard because everyone hates him and it's not right. That
if his name was Lingardinho, they wouldn't hate him.
that lovely assist for that first goal. I don't know. I don't think you could necessarily say it was man of the match. Maybe you give it to Jones or someone. No, we were too good.
We're giving it to Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesse.
But no, anyway, we're giving it to Zlatan because he deserves it, and anyone else, the moment, I had such a good angle at the touch for his second goal, and I thought he'd hit, I didn't see the deflection, and I was like, oh, that's going to be one of the goals of the season, isn't it? But then you see it's a deflection, but still, the touch to take it away from the man and the goal's beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Just like 3 points. Merry Christmas, Paul. Make sure you check him out on Bleacher Report and, of course, United Rantcast as well. And we're out of here.